Ladies and gents, my name is Xander, aka Deislayers, and in this video, not only are we going to do a weapon review on this marvelous and fantastic SMG called the Antiope-D, but we're also going to discuss how you guys can get your hands on this bad boy and also how to use it. Now, the Antiope-D is a primary kinetic SMG that you can only get through the gunsmith. Because of this, you have to rank him up as fast as you possibly can, and the way in which you do that is through one of two means. The first way of doing this is by going and completing heroic public events, while at the same time having on a fireteam medallion, as that will increase your drop rate of gear for both your armor and also your weaponry, and regardless of whether it drops as a blue or as a legendary or as even an exotic weapon, then that means that you're always going to be able to dismantle those things and get 3 gunsmith materials. As you continue to do this, you're really going to be able to rank that up, turn those bad boys in for legendary engrams towards the gunsmith, and then hopefully you'll be able to get this Antiope-D. Now, what you could also do is go into the tower, and once you're at the tower, go into your vault. Once you're at your vault, you're going to see a right tab for your collections tab, and that will then allow you to buy as many exotic pieces of gear and weaponry as you possibly can. I want you to buy as many of those things as you can, and the reason for that is because once you dismantle them, not only are you going to be able to get back your exotic shards that you're using to buy those things, but you're also going to be able to get gunsmith materials at the exact same time. As you continue to do this, you're going to be able to get a lot of those gunsmith materials very quickly, and that's also going to allow you to upgrade the gunsmith very fast. Now that you guys know how to go ahead and rank up that gunsmith and possibly get this Antiope-D very quickly, the only thing left to do is to eviscerate that subscribe button, and let's jump right into the video. If we want to be able to know how to use this weapon effectively and efficiently within PvP, then we've got to know all the perks that are on this thing, and it's actually got 2 intrinsic ones. First of all, that's called Precision Frame, and the second one is called Kill Clip. Now, Precision Frame states that this weapon fires a long-range precision energy bolt, and its recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. The reason why that's such a good perk is for the latter portion of that description, stating that the recoil pattern is more predictably vertical, which is essentially counterbalanced from Destiny 1. That was such a good perk back in the day, and this is exactly the same thing, because that's going to allow you to have more control over the recoil pattern since it's only going vertical, and that is ultimately going to allow you to get more headshots, downing guardians very quickly. Now, it's also very important to note here that it also states that this has a long-range precision energy bolt, and that's very nice because the bullets actually have more increased range just based on this intrinsic perk of Precision Frame. The next intrinsic perk that we're going to discuss is Kill Clip, and it states that reloading after a kill grants increased damage output. Essentially, this perk is the exact same thing as reactive reload from Destiny 1, and so that's very powerful to have, because that again allows you to down guardians very quickly. Now, when you couple it with that of the Precision Frame, not only are you going to be able to get a lot of headshots, but on the second Guardian kill, that Guardian is going to be melted in a matter of 1 second or possibly even less. That's how fast that time to kill is whenever Kill Clip is activated. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the iron sights on this bad boy, one of which is called GB Iron, and the other which is called SC Hollow. GB Iron states that this is an agile short zoom sight that increases handling and slightly increases the range. SC Hollow is a Hawkeye medium hollow sight that greatly increases range, but significantly decreases the handling speed. Now, I like to have on GB Iron, and the reason for that is because I like to be up more close and personal. I have a very aggressive playstyle, so that GB Iron sight is much more preferable because it has that short zoom, and that allows me to go ahead and go from one guardian to the next very quickly. Now, if you want to be able to go ahead and use the SC Hollow sight, that I would strongly advise for you guys is to have a little bit more range with this weapon, and also not to be quite as up close and personal, because then it's going to be a little bit harder to get those up and close personal engagements. But as long as you keep that distance ever so slightly, then that SC Hollow sight just might be the trick for you. The next other 2 perks that we have here are called Ricochet Rounds and Tactical Mag. Ricochet Round states that bullets fired from the weapon ricochet off hard surfaces while giving a boost to range and also a minor bump in stability as well. Tactical Range states that this weapon has multiple tactical improvements, including increased stability, increased reload speed, and increased magazine size. Now, what I like to use on this is Ricochet Rounds because I find myself always being able in very close and confined environments, and so then I'm able to go ahead and ricochet those rounds off of surfaces, and even though it may not hit the enemy guardian, it still makes them perceive that they may get hit from those ricochet rounds, and it's going to have them retreat, which is going to give me the advantage. Now, what you also might want to use though is Tactical Mag, because it is very powerful in the sense that it gives you nice increased stability, reload speed, and magazine size, so it really just is a preference of which one that you guys want to use here. Also keep in mind that ricochet rounds gives a boost to both range as well as stability, while at the same time tactical mag does 2 of those things, and the only thing that it doesn't do is have that increased magazine size. Now that you guys know all the perks that are on this weapon, the other thing that I have got to let you guys know is the damage output that this thing does with kill clip and without kill clip. Just basic on your first kill, you're going to do anywhere from 20 points of damage in the head and 15 points of damage in the body. If you happen to have on kill clip, that's when you're going to do 26 points of damage in the head and anywhere from 18 to possibly even 19 points of damage in the body. That's why this thing is so unbelievably powerful, is because when kill clip is activated, that second guardian kill is truly going to be exceptional and through the roof in every way, shape, and form. Now when you combine this with the precision frame, GB iron, and ricochet rounds, this thing is truly a monstrosity that's going to absolutely eviscerate guardians 24/7. With precision frame, you're going to get that recoil control that is through the roof, allowing you to hit more headshots. GB iron is also going to come into play because that increases the stability while at the same time increases the range, and you also do the exact same thing with ricochet rounds, and so that's going to allow you to have even more headshots. And on that second guardian kill clip is going to come into play, absolutely demolishing guardians and annihilating them to Timbuktu. So now that you guys understand this, you can really see why there's a high demand for this weapon right now in PvP, because it truly demolishes and wrecks in close combat scenarios. Now this is the other thing that I want to point out here, is that this thing is only meant to be in close quarters combat, and so you have got to couple it with something else that has long range as well as mid-range combat scenarios. Now this could be anything from an auto rifle to a scout rifle, or maybe even a hand cannon, depending on the map, and so it really just kind of depends on what your personal preference is as well, but I would highly recommend using a Uriel's Gift, or possibly even a Black Scorpion, or maybe even something else along those lines, because those scout rifles and auto rifles are truly going to do very, very well when coupled along with this SMG. Now the other thing that you have to know about this weapon is that its magazine size is very, very low, only at around 26 bullets within the magazine. So because of this, you're going to burn through those bullets very, very quickly, but the good news is that you're going to have a decent reload time, and on that second reload kill, that's when kill clip's going to come into play, and it's going to be phenomenal. The very last thing that I want to say about the Antiope-D is that this thing is not only meant for close quarters engagements, but it's also meant to be fired in the air. And so if you happen to be on a hunter, then this is going to be phenomenal for you, because those guys have the best maneuverability in the air, since they can change their direction from one way to the next, and that's going to couple along very, very good with this Antiope-D, making this thing a powerhouse in the hands of a very, very skilled hunter. Now let me know what you guys think about this weapon down in the comment section below, if you like it, if you don't, and if you think it's just mediocre, but in my humble opinion, I truly think that this is one of the best, if not the best SMG in this entire game of Destiny 2, but like I said from earlier, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Lastly, go ahead and check out some of my other new videos, as you can see right there on the screen. If you happen to enjoy this one, then you're definitely going to enjoy those as well. That's pretty much all I've got for you as of right now, and so as always, Deislayers, great gaming. Until next time.